How's it going, guys? Late night in the shop. Sorry we haven't been doing a whole lot. We've been super busy. We've been doing car events every weekend here this month of November. Moultrie, Georgia, of course Daytona Turkey Rod Run. We had Don Garlett's Museum of Drag Racing, and then actually another one up in the Ocala area too, which was another big Mopar show. But anyway, super busy, still getting some stuff done, but haven't made many videos. But we're gonna make one tonight. We've got a 65 GMC pickup truck, belongs to a good friend of mine, and we're gonna put a Mopar Radiator, not an original Mopar Radiator, it's a Champion Repop, but 26-inch radiator, Mopar, and we're gonna put it into the old GMC. Here's the original one that came out, and it's a different style. It actually goes down into a cradle, so we have to cut the brackets on the aluminum Champion and then set that down into the cradle. Only reason we're doing this is he has an event in 2 days and he wants to bring the truck to the event, and this will get him there, and he should be good. It's got a 350 in it, it's a Corvette motor. We've done a couple of knickknacks to it. It doesn't look real pretty, but we'll let you hear it. It sounds awesome. It runs awesome. It's fast as F. And that's it. We also did some interior work. Go take a peek. Carpet, had the seats done, had the door panels done. Check out the wood in the bed. It's a neat unit. It's a real neat unit. Of course, it's lowered. Then in a week or two, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the perches on the rear and set up the pinion. The pinion angle's not perfect with the drive shaft, so we're gonna have to cut the drive shaft down, make it actually get a new one made, and reset up the pinion, and he'll be ready to roar. It's still drivable. He's still driving it and enjoying it. So come on. The GTX is still here. GTX been doing a ton of stuff. Customers have been adding stuff to it, which is fine with us. You know, did the paint, top of door, bottom door, scuffed that. Of course, new rubbers, and the back panels here, they're pretty tough to get because it's convertible. They were all faded and chipped and cracked. I'll put some still pictures up of how we fixed that and textured it and then resprayed it the proper blue. We did a carpet, of course. We're changing these seats out to high backs. Customer wants high backs, kind of out of a 69 70 Charger. And that's it. That's it. So, first thing on the radiator, the inner fender wells. I don't know if you can see down in there, but the inner fender wells on this are real narrow, and I'm gonna have to cut these side brackets off of the Mopar trans, otherwise it won't slide down in there onto the cradle. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and Nicky will probably speed that up so I don't bore you, but I'm gonna take the skill saw and cut these tabs off, and then hopefully it fits down in there. On here, check the aluminum. Oop. Safety first, gotta protect the eyes. Okay, one piece off. This came out of our 68 RT Charger that we're building, the blue one, and it was only a mock-up radiator. I'll get an original one, or a fairly original one to put back into the Charger. Cool. Very cool. Pretty straight cut. Use the tape as a guideline. I'm gonna get a file and just kind of hit this so it's not real sharp. Like that. I like that a lot. Okay, hopefully it fits. Put a little light on the subject. Now let's see if this will go down in there. Like I was saying, it's gonna be tight. It is in there. I guess it's pretty even. There's a little aluminum cradle piece down in there. I don't know if you can see that. And it's hitting the, normally where the nipple would go for an automatic transmission. This has a separate trans cooler here in the front. So we're not going to plumb anything into there for the transmission, but I think I'm going to get the grinder out and cut a corner off of that bracket so it drops down a little bit better. But I think we're going to be okay. All right, I got the Milwaukee and my glasses back on. I'm going to try to cut a little piece off that bracket, just a little corner. A little bit more like it. So now it's even. I think it's all the way down. Yeah. So it's even across the front here, and we're going to have to put a bracket that grabs on top of this, and that'll be the next step. And it's about 1 inch taller than the factory radiator, and hopefully it closes down on the hood. So I'm going to check that next. All right, I can't get under there to see if that hood is hitting. So, an old Indian taught me this trick. Actually, my dad. He was a UPS mechanic. A little grease on the top of this little piece of insulation, because I'd like to have it a little gap when that hood's closed. That's about 1.5 inches. So, I'm gonna slam this down. If I got grease on the hood, then I know it's close. I don't want it close. Good. No grease up top. And this doesn't look like it's distorted. Okay, time to make a bracket. And then we'll get the hoses hooked up and see what it does. Okay, this is the original bracket from 1965, and lucky enough it fits the Mopar Radiator. Pretty nice, but we have a gap here. So I'm going to take the grinder, I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to relocate this piece down here so it can bolt in, and then it should hold this in place. It's got the U-clamps down in the bottom, and that's the end of that. Okay, a little vise here. Glasses back on. Have to re-weld this piece down here, so I'm going to take the wire wheel and clean this up so that the weld sticks better. I'm thinking it's going to look something like that instead of that, so we'll grind that so no one gets cut, and I'll have to weld this. I'll mock it up with this over the radiator and this down on the bottom of the support. Something like that, nice and clean. Let's drag the welder out. should be good. Okay, that's the final weld. It's decent. Penetrated through the back. It's good and strong. I'll hit it with a little rattle can spray paint so it doesn't rust, but this is a rat rod anyway, so patina is its thing. Okay, so that's the bracket complete. Just gonna slide over the top of this, bring it down. Something like that. I'll tighten those up. And honestly, we can do the hoses. He needs a shroud for this thing, so I know that's an issue. But we could do these hoses, fill it up with juice, and he should be good. Very exciting, very exciting. GM and Mopar. Who would have known? Strong as an ox. I'm not a driver that I made in high school. No kidding. Machine shop. Made this little dude on the lathe. Still got it today. Okay, I'll fill it up with antifreeze and we'll give it a test. Probably gonna have to run it. It's getting close up to the top. We'll run it a little bit and let the thermostat open. And then check it for leaks. Hopefully it's all good. Give that positive cable a twist. Let it warm up a little bit and then we'll top it off and then check it for leaks. guys, I think that's it. So Mopar Radiator into a GMC V-body out of a 68 Charger. 3 inches taller, couple inches wider, but it ended up working out really good. He can get to his event this weekend. I always like to hit it with the laser thermometer and just make sure his gauge inside's accurate, and it's reading about 175, and thermostat's open and it's flowing, and that's it. So anyway, we're gonna be doing some more stuff to this, and we'll make a few more videos, and thanks for watching, and please remember to subscribe, comment, let us know what you think.